How did you find yourself again? After giving up all your memories and becoming an empty soul.
Looks like you aren't so omnipotent or omniscient after all, huh? The answer is simple. I have been dozing inside the camera all along. So when he told Cyrene in this cycle about his interstellar travels, those memories of journeying, but I may still be far from the complete March 7th. But these memories...
So, you know what led up to this. Go ahead. Tell me. Let's hear why you're...
Why? Isn't the reason super obvious? Even through a camera lens. I know that the love, hate, and struggles that happened in Amphoria.
Same old topic. I already... The weights on each side of the scale are far too unequal. When destruction looms, trying to preserve everything.
Well, take a step back. Have you ever really thought about it? What right do we if the cosmos were nothing more than a bigger Akama, ruled by a so-called Imperator? Maybe then she'd have the right to weigh both sides but the truth is, even with everyone calling him Deliverer, I believe that the meaning of Trailblaze is to explore, understand, establish, and connect. It's not about standing above the cosmos as some kind of savior. So don't try to guilt-trip me with stuff like necessary sacrifices. The Express crew is immune to these baseless accusations besides. And this is just an example. If Madame Herta wanted to, she could have whipped out her imaginary weapon any time and blasted this scepter to bits. Because, according to your logic, the lives of a few nameless are nothing, but that's not what she did. You wouldn't have liked it either, would you? I figured you had a weakness in the shape of me. You've got such incredible powers, but you still kept the sole motivation behind everything you do?
You're not as naive as you seem, are you?
In that case, I can prove it to you. I won't answer for someone else, but for myself. Here, hold this.
An empty spirit.
If you want to seriously think about it, this thing actually counts as my body right now. Its memories are all drawn from the camera's photos. In other words, while I was awake, you were always sleeping. So talking about this why don't I walk you through these memories?
The spirit turned into a journal?
Yep, that's what memories are. You don't know where they are, and you don't know what you actually remember. But when you need them most, are guaranteed to appear again.
So, how was your first Trailblaze journey?
It was very fun.
We should still be careful in the future.
Oh, come on, Don Hung. We're here to celebrate for him to... don't listen to him. Listen, I am practically a...
You call this trip fine?
Well, that's because we could only...
So, you've been to...
You bet! Capital of Passion, Calcis, Tychean. All my souvenirs are in my room, but they're just a bit of a... Oh, look at this. A Belabogian notebook. She prepared quite a few gifts for us. Raw Geomarrow, Supreme Guardian medals.
What's so special about it?
The previous Trailblaze missions were all on super high-tech worlds. Forget about paper books. Even Eurillo is completely different. Watching people record their lives with pen and paper? find...
It's just like calligraphy. Those deep emotions buried in human hearts can only be awakened through such...
Donhung. You truly embody both of... Anyways, that's what I thought too. A camera can only capture fleeting moments. But stitching those moments into a story? In other words, just taking photos isn't enough. They need a place to be displayed.
Isn't the photo...
I told you it's different. Besides, this little notebook is a memento of... Anyways, the next stop is the legendary planet of Fest. So, when we get there, I'll make sure we take tons of pictures together. And one more thing. If I'm ever too busy to get off at a stop, this camera is gonna be in your hands. I don't want to miss a single trailblaze. So you all need to practice your photography skills until you're at...
Back then, I was only half joking. I never thought I'd actually miss out. And after just 2 stops, too. Those 97 days alone had me on edge. Thankfully, with my quick thinking and sharp planning...
By hiding in the camera.
So what? That's still true. The camera is my true form. That might have been a joke. Well, yeah, it was super inconvenient. I couldn't help them when they were in danger. Couldn't complain when they talked total nonsense. But I stuck with them all the way. Together with them, I got to know this beautiful yet dying world. I claimed our first core flip and met new companions, then bid them farewell. I inherited everyone's determination, carrying it forward into the future they fought for. Until my destiny becomes one with this world's, rewriting the predestined tragic ending. Only then can I pen the name March 7th into this hero's journey called Amphorius. Into...
Looks like our trailblaze in Amphorius is coming to an end.
While we still have time, shall we pick out some materials? No way we're skipping this one.
Huh? When did you take this?
I still have my phone. Scared now? Donhung the seal head. The first seed competitor with the ghost seal in the super duper fun seal slammers.
I'm against including this photo, but suit yourself. I just think that a travel journal should be Akama, Castrum Krumnos, the Grove. These shots are all pretty great.
That's how awesome I am. Oh, right. How about this one? The Veil of Evernight. Ornyx, the Titan lurking behind the mist. Pretty epic.
Is that actual mist, or just motion blur from your shaky hands?
Hey, that was a super tense moment. I only had the chance to take a quick one. Huh? Did you... hear something?
March 7th? Perhaps the photo captured a trace of time's divine power, which replayed echoes from your memories.
If March were here...
They went back and forth like that, discussing for hours. It was like they were arguing about which game to play. How to sneak midnight snacks from the dining car without Pom-Pom noticing. Or who was gonna wash Miss Himiko's coffee cup. They've always been by my side. No one knows about my
We can't go back to the past.
But at least we can do better in the future.
Isn't that right?
I still remember the day when you first put on these clothes and looked in the mirror. Your eyes were so clear. When all this is over,
You're pretty naive too. Always hoping that the mirror will. But you don't even trust the you reflected in the mirror. And if you keep trying to shoulder everything for me, then I'll actually end up as a wallflower, waiting forever for my turn.
Yes, I get it, March 7th. I only have your memories, and you have always been...
Just hearing those words from you makes me, well, I've appealed to your emotions. As for reasoning with logic, could you help us out here?
I'm here. Finally my turn to shine, isn't it? Miss Evernight, you've been so fixated on your targets that you probably haven't that a massive variable has emerged in
Amphorius is about to be destroyed. There's no time. There is only one law I want to overturn to aid the final battle of deliverance. So I will only offer the life of one demigod.
The Imperator added one extra rule to the final Era Nova at the cost of her life. That's how she can ensure Amphorius doesn't become a sacrifice in the cosmic conflict. Even if this world has to exist in the form of Iron Tomb, it will stand on its own among the stars, just as she had wanted. Oh, interesting. Simple. If any anomaly occurs during the Era Nova process, all foreign elements will be eliminated immediately. Whether it's the Remembrance or the Trailblaze, and the 12 core flames will complete the final Era Nova through the purest. A daring wager indeed. That ruthless Imperator. Could she have already sensed that the Remembrance was plotting in the shadows? No. You managed to fool everyone. There's no way she could have known your plan. Modifying this law was just a precaution, to prevent the Astral Express and the geniuses from betraying Amphorius after her downfall. But if you insist on doing this right now, then the cosmos will undoubtedly face the worst possible outcome. My friend, Dan Heng, and March 7th will all merge with the Scepter and become a... You knew all.
Yep. But I decided I needed to have a heart-to-heart with you first. I won't be afraid. Even if my inner world is nothing. That's because my journey's destination lies among the stars. Thank you for your coddling. But please trust me and leave it to me. Both my past and that obsessive oblivion will help me become even stronger than him and Dan Heng.
I'm sorry for becoming an obstacle in your journey.
Don't apologize, Evernight. We're just two sides reflected by the same mirror. So, when we bid farewell, our memories will only grow more beautiful.
Many thanks, Mr. Sunday.